Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It's nice to see so many wonderful faces here tonight. I wanted to invite you to discuss the future of Sandrock, without being crammed into the stuffy City Hall this time. With the recent opening of the road to Portia, we have access to water like never before, as well as being able to finally increase our access to trade and tourism. All of this was only made possible thanks to the efforts of everyone here at our wonderful town. So, I would like to propose a toast to Heidi, to the builder, to everyone, to Sandrock!
To Sandrock!
Recently, I have been soliciting the opinions of Sandrockers regarding the future development of our town and infrastructure. This time, I'm glad to see everyone's excited about our future for once. We have a couple of proposals to go through tonight. So, without further ado, it is with great pleasure I introduce our wonderful Mian and Zeke to discuss theirs.
Hello, everyone! Thank you for this opportunity. Recently, I have been working with Zeke on a plan to plant a forest in the Eufaula Outback that could block the sandstorms from Sandrock almost entirely. We've already demonstrated some success with the little woods near Gecko Station, but with portion water, we'll be able to scale up substantially. But I'm not the expert here, so Zeke can explain everything in more detail. Zeke? Don't worry, just go over it like we rehearsed. You can do it.
Right. Sorry. Just a little nervous. Been a while. The Eufaula Outback in the north is, really big. It's got lots of land and sand. If we plant trees there, they can stabilize the terrain and stop the runoffs.
Economy?
This isn't some small project, though. It'll probably cost City Hall a lot of money. No, sorry, didn't mean to say that.
Talk about how it'll help Sandrock.
Right, if we use more water from Portia, we should be able to maintain a large enough forest in the Outback to lessen or even stop the sandstorms. We'll finally get a sustainable Sandrock.
And there you have it.
No more sandstorms?
Thank you very much for the presentation, Mian, Zeke. We've been discussing this possibility for a very long time. Now that we finally have the know-how and Mr. Musa's backing, we might just be able to pull it off. Do you have a more detailed plan? What do we need to do first?
Well, I guess I want to do a test planting on the Outback sands first. The sand over there is drier, and the water table is much lower. For that, we'll need a small irrigation tower in the area.
Good idea with the test. I'll expedite a budget for that. Does anyone else have something to say about this proposal?
Makes me proud to see a guild member being such a go-getter.
I knew I could count on you. I'll help out as well.
Thank you, Builder, Commissioner Way.
Thank you all. Now, on to our second proposal. Heidi, if you please.
Good evening, everyone. To the natives here, do you remember Miss Bliss? Yeah, me too. She was the best darn teacher this side of the Alliance. And I am who I am today because she pushed me to always do my best. We don't have that for our children today. We haven't had a school since a sandstorm blew down the old one. I'd say it's about time we built a new one.
Miss Bliss put the fear of light in me.
So I've got a proposal. It's been sitting there the whole time, since our old minister, whose name I shall not mention, took off. Pretty literally, her destroyed house is just sitting there. Perfect location for a school.
Wow, that's so great! When do we start the PTA? I'll volunteer for everything!
Can Elsie go back to school?
Pa, I ain't a kid.
I think it goes without saying that I fully approve of this proposal as well. In fact, I've already submitted a job advertisement for a school teacher.
Yes.
This school project and the new forest will be our town's primary focus going forward. I think if we can achieve both, we'll finally get more people to settle here. Folks, we're really close now.
We stand ready to do our part, ma'am. Right, everyone?
Yep.
This team is so reliable. I feel like we could build anything if we put our minds to it.
Yen's never praised me before.
This is going to be a lot of work. I'll spread out the assignments amongst us after I have a talk with Heidi. We'll all pitch in together and get that school looking like the pride of the Eufaula.
I never used to believe in good and evil twins, but here you are, proving us all wrong. Anyway, I hope the meeting was useful in letting y'all know a bit more about what's in store for us. I'm still open to more proposals, so if you have ideas for Sandrock, please bring them forward. Let's do our best for our city-state. So let's leave it there for tonight. Everyone, eat up. Owen went out of his way to give us a real feast for tonight. And remember...
Conserve water!
Logan, did you get to talk to Trudy about that outpost idea?
Oh, yeah. I saw you talking to Trudy before the meeting. How'd it go?
She's still thinking about it.
Huh? What do you mean she's thinking about it? Spit it out, Logan.
Well, she didn't outright say yes. She asked me what I want to do. I said protect Sandrock, hunt monsters, maybe get a lookout tower built. She said, sure, write up a proposal.
Sure? That means yes! Good going, Yak Boy.
Yeah. Glad Trudy liked your idea. Somehow you don't seem all that pleased, though.
Thing is, writing up plans? I ain't good at that.
You don't want to write it? I guess I could try. Although my handwriting has been the subject of criticism at times.
Come on. You guys are overthinking it. Just write exactly what you mean. Trudy wouldn't ask you to write something up if she wasn't seriously considering it. And who knows? You might even find that writing out your ideas will give you new insights.
Well, when you put it that way, yeah, all right. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Let me know if you need help.
And so, my fellow Sandrockers, I begin my proposal as many famous proposals.
Friends, Sandrockers, countrymen, lend me your ears. For too long as our...
For it was 7 minutes ago that I began to have a dream. That of a new attraction being birthed quite literally unto our fine citizens. An attraction with the power to revitalize attentiveness towards our town.
And so I say, ask not what trains can do for you, but what you can do for trains.
The answer is simple. We somehow crossbreed the martle duck and the yakmel in order to produce the super flying yakmel. We ain't gonna lose to them winged buffaloes up north.
What you can do for trains being, agree to my proposal of building a high-speed bullet train for Sandrock.
In addition to being a spectacle, this bullet train will produce milk on a level never before conceived by imagination.
Yes, just imagine the joy of traveling to and from Sandrock riding on a super yakmel.
What'd you say?
Hey, that's my idea.
What's the big idea there, pal? I'm speeching over here. You got your train speech and my yakmel speech.
What do you mean? I was just minding my own business when you got your yakmel in my train speech.
Checkmate, you big train. Back to me. Here's my plan. Way I figure, we just give that science fella a bunch of shiny discs and he'll...
Well, regardless, I think I'm not too big to admit that a giant, super flying yakmel, it's a pretty good idea, if you think it's possible.
Well, as they say, when life gives you lemons, you crossbreed them and make super lemons. And shucks, maybe I was a bit too hard on you there, partner. Sure, a bullet train. Why not? I mean, sounds a bit violent, might throw a couple folks off, but me, myself, I enjoy a good bullet that's in the right place. Put her there.
Wow, to finally earn the respect of my next-door neighbor after all these years. Put her there. Let's both practice our speeches together.
Rocky, now that we're getting a school, we'd better get prepared. I'm so excited.
Getting prepared? Getting prepared for what?
Oh, you know, textbooks, study materials, stationaries. And it's never too early to start greasing up some connections. I'm gonna start writing to the Vincent Design Institute's admissions office.
Oh, yeah. That sounds, cool. Say, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't your baby not even out yet?
Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. There's no such thing as too early. Most parents of children at Pebble's age already got their kids' education all planned out. It's much easier to win the race if you get a head start, don't you know?
Win the race? You think?
Yeah, you get it! Rocky, take some notes here. Preparation is key.
I don't know, you two. I don't think I can really abide by all that.
Better safe than sorry.
How you holding up, Cat? Not like you to be so quiet at meetings like this. What gives?
Yeah, I've got some ideas, but I'm just mulling them over a bit. You know, not everything has come up spades for me lately. I'm thinking I need to slow down and think things through first.
Need a friendly ear?
All right. Let's see. I've been thinking about my entrepreneurial career so far, and...
Go on.
You remember how I always talk about Katori World, right? It's always been my dream to, I actually wanted to pitch the idea to Musa, you know. But when I was talking to him while he was in town, something he said stopped me. He questioned. I wanted to answer, of course I am. But then, I'm not so sure. And that got me thinking. My entire goal coming out here was to create a better life for my son. But I sure am doing a terrible job at it. See, that's the point. Not only am I not doing that great with my businesses, I'm also not able to see my son grow up. But I'm afraid that I'll never have time for my son anymore. Or that whatever I try next will fail and you'll all be in for a big disappointment. That's why.
Okay, you just take your time. You'll figure it out. We'll always be here, ready to lend a hand.
Thanks, guys. I needed the pep talk.
You know, lately, I've been thinking about Matilda. Although she was a Devosian agent, she used to be kind and pleasant to everyone. Her speeches at the fireside chats were often, at the time, I was envious. I thought, that's what a mayor should be. Thank you. It's not an easy job, but I'll always try to be the best mayor that the Sandrock citizens deserve. Anyway, even though I don't approve of Matilda's actions, I can still learn from her qualities. I think in the future, I need to be more confident when communicating with our citizens, so that they can be assured that things are getting done. I have a lot of room for improvement in this area. I'll work hard and figure it out.
I was nervous because usually Trudy handles all the talking in a presentation.
Thank you.
Hello.
Nice school clock. Thank you. We'll install it when the building's complete. With all the support we're getting, my team will bang this out in no time flat.
I'm looking forward to it. And I'm sorry about the low budget. Too much went into fixing the town after the Duvos occupation. Even though the Alliance agreed to help some, we still need to cover the upfront cost.
It's okay. Even though we're going with the super economical plan, the school will still be safe, comfortable, and fine-tuned for children. Shame we had to throw out the original plan, though.
Original plan? Well, just out of curiosity, can we see it?
Well, gosh, do we have time? I have it right here. Sure, why not?
Wow, this looks great! It's even better than when we had a Tall Sky. Why aren't we going with this one? Was budget really the only reason?
Yeah, I know Trudy's been racking her brain about how to come up with more money. But with the reforestation plan also taking up a chunk, we just don't have enough.
You win some, you lose some. I think just having a school is a good start. We can consider upgrading when we get more people moving here. Now, let's wrap things up.
I said, I do, thank you. Mayor Trudy, Heidi! In order to promote the betterment of our town through education, which I consider the most valuable investment there is, I hereby pledge to donate a sum of 500,000 goals.
What? 500,000?
Girl, the heck you get that kind of money? I know builders are well off.
Oh, you guys didn't know? Turns out Yen had just been pocketing most of my income all this time. In the end, I got a huge settlement from the Commerce Guild. I've kinda just been sitting on the money for a while, and I never wanted to use it for anything. Until now.
That Yan.
With this kind of funding, we can afford Heidi's original design and then some, right?
Mian, we are very grateful, but this is a lot. Maybe you should take some time to think this over.
Certainly not 500,000. I mean, that is seriously a lot of money.
Well, if the money is more than enough, then use the rest for something else. Maybe you can build a university here? Roxanne, you?
Hang on. Let's all just... Mian, you've worked so hard for what you earned, and it was almost taken from you. I just think it's wrong for us to accept so much from you.
Huh? What do you mean? You won't accept my donation?
I just...
Trudy, if you don't take it, I'll just anonymously stuff it into City Hall's mailbox.
Heidi, how about this? How much would you need to carry out your original plan? Please, make a budget plan for me. Mian, on behalf of Sandrock City Hall, I officially accept your donation to the construction of a new school. We will only accept the budgeted amount and not a goal more. Furthermore, we'll do a breakdown of cost to make sure everything is accounted for. Heidi, Mian, Do you accept?
No problem.
We truly thank you, Mian.
Great. Now that that's settled, I think we're going to need lots of new raw materials and assets. Builders, when I get everything planned out, I'll post them on the commission board. Be sure to keep a close eye on the board. I'm counting on you.
Oh, hey. Are you here to help us do some planting? To be honest, I'm a bit nervous. I'm really not sure how well our algae will perform out here. Even though it's all sand, there's still a difference between the soil here and those at the Little Woods. There are always unknown factors. Pa's right. Fighting against nature is a Sisyphean task. I've recorded the amount of water used per tree at the Little Woods over time. It depends on Trudy's final budget, but I reckon it should be enough to support a sizable forest based on the current cost of portion water. I've read some very old records from the old world, even before the corrupted age, that told stories of how communities on the edge of encroaching deserts planted vegetation to reclaim the land. While they never talked about the technical details, they do mention tangible changes to the local climate, including less sandstorms. Anyhow, Trudy, Mian, Don B, and Burgess have all been here preparing seeds, straws, and everything else we need. I can give you some if you have time. You can plant some yourself. Our goal for this experiment is to plant 100 trees. It'll be a good start, and we can get a lot of valuable data.
Thanks for the help. It looks great. You're gonna end up being one of the best builders of our generation, aren't ya? Anyway, if you want to also help us plant some trees, you can get some seeds from Zeke. Help yourself. Thanks, it's really nice.
Hi.
Oh, thank you.
A lot of people have.
you.